today at the Blue Rooster Company, and what we're proposing on doing is taking a look at this Dragonfly Chiminea and putting it together for you. Before we get started though, I did want to show you this. This is a Circle of Excellence Award. Yeah, we got that from BizRate. 2009 we got the Circle of Excellence because we're in the top 4% of online retailers with customer service and product quality. And if you go onto bizrate.com, you'll be able to see that we have over 1,000 reviews of our products, and they're very good reviews. Alright, here's a little look at the tools that we're going to use to put this together. We've got a regular Phillips screwdriver, and I've got a couple sockets here. I grabbed a number 10 and a number 14. If you don't have that, you can use a crescent wrench, or if you got a regular set of wrenches, that'll work fine, but that's all you're going to need for this project. It should only take you about 10 minutes. It's very simple. Okay, so here we have the neck of the Chiminea, and the neck of the Chiminea and the lid. This is a spark screen, bottom grate, cooking grate. And then over here, the instructions, we'll go through these quick, and the mouse screen. Alright, here you go. Here are the assembly instructions. This is the kit that comes with every one of our Chimeneas. As you can see there, it has a little breakdown of the different parts and where they go. Don't let it confuse you though, it's pretty simple. There's 2 bolts for each one of the legs and 2 bolts on each side of the mouse screen. In fact, there's only 10 bolts to put this whole thing together. So with the assembly instructions, we send along an owner's manual. We talk about safety here. Of course, how you build your fire is up to you, but we want you to be safe. It's your fire, but it's our fireplace. You open it up, it has a little information about, for most efficient burning, keep fire in the center away from walls of Chiminea. Overfiring of Chiminea may cause damage. That's the thing with the fireplace, is you want to keep your fire in the center of the fireplace. If you build it upside the wall, you're not going to get the airflow as you would in the center of it. I understand sometimes you get a little bigger fire than you want, let it burn down, but try to keep things centered. If you do get on the wall can overheat, and most likely you'll have some paint loss on it. But that's part of using the Chiminea. Inside the owner's manual here, we have a little safety first information. Inside we have information on operating the Chiminea, cooking on the Chiminea, burning instructions. It's by adding wood, and information. Over here is maintenance, how to keep it looking good, and what kind of wood to use in the fireplace. And then we have returns and refunds. So if you have any problems with the Chiminea, get a hold of us. We will try to take care of you best possible. Of course, some people aren't like that, but we are. And then liability and warranty information. So you get this kit, it comes along with your Chiminea. Some people use this to start their first fire. It's up to you, of course. The Chimeneas themselves are cast. It's a cast aluminum made out of sand castings. As you can see, the design here has the voids and that in there, and each one of these is different. Each one of these is going to have a different setting depending on where the sand falls when we put the plug in our molds. The sides here, you can see there's 2 halves to each mold when we sand cast. This isn't like a clay Chiminea where they would actually place it inside a smooth mold and then push the clay into it. This is actually set up with a plug that goes down on the inside, and then sand on the outside, and we pour the hot metal into the molds. Currently, most of our molds are cast over in China. We do offer our contracts to the U.S., India, Mexico, anywhere they're doing some manufacturing, and right now Chinese have been the most efficient. They've also been very good quality for us. What we found out with working with different manufacturers is that when you go in, it's pretty much up to specs, what you require. You know, when you require a good quality product, you get one. As you can see on the neck here, there's the seam on the neck, runs up here. Now what happens is when we take these out of the mold, since it's 2 halves, that there's always a line of cast aluminum that comes out from between the two molds. So what we have to do is we go in and we grind that down, and you can see there's a few voids in there, but that's not going to affect the integrity at all. In fact, it makes it a unique piece. And casting out of cast aluminum so far has been the best Chiminea product that we know that can be done. And we've been doing this for 15 years. We made hundreds of thousands of chimeneas, clay, cast iron, cast aluminum, and to date, these are the best products yet. They're solid. They're not going to go anywhere. You can roll it down the street. Don't try that with your clay one. The legs on it are solid. As you can see the thickness there on the leg. It's almost a half-inch thick in some places. With that said, we'll do a little product testing once we get this together and show you what these things are capable of doing. With each chiminea, we get, of course, the bottom grates. These are nice. They set on the bottom of the inside of the chiminea. You don't have to use sand. You don't have to use tile. You set the grates in, put your wood in, and you're good to go. Some of the clay chimeneas and other products on the market require you to fill the bottom. They also require you to put something underneath in case the bottom falls out, where you're not going to have that issue with ours because it's all solid unit. This is actually a cooking grate that goes in the top if you want to grill on it. You can get a couple little burgers or a fillet on there. And here's a spark screen that goes in the neck. That helps when you start the fire. If you have any paper or that, it stops the paper. But your best bet when burning in a chimney is use a hardwood such as oak. We keep the latch on the inside for shipping. Every once in a while we get a phone call and someone wants to know, hey, you forgot to send the latch. But actually it's put in here and it's just lightly bolted on. And what that does is it saves it from rattling around in the box, and then we know for sure it's going to get there.